Hi everyone, this is Siva and Don with Pickleball Rx. Today we are going to review two more paddles, kind of compare. RPM V2, it is their Gen 3 paddle, it just got released, and RPM Q2, and this is the full form paddle designed by one and only John Q. So we're going to compare both of them, kind of to give our first impressions. Both are elongated ones, 16 millimeters. I think they're priced at the same $250. We don't have any discount codes with RPM. We got this with our own money, but there are plenty of discount codes available online. One is John Q or BB Studio. Yeah, you guys can use and get 15% off. So that I think that brings it down to $220, $215. So that's where we are. But both are same price. Okay, let's see how they perform. So we are going to compare the power of these paddles. So I'm going to do 5 kind of identical serves, 5 with RPM Q2 and 5 with RPM V2. Don is over there sitting with a radar gun. He's going to calculate my serve speeds. We're going to average it out. All right, let's start with RPM Q2 first. So the average is about 46. Yeah, 46 with RPM Q2. Let's do with RPM V2. 43, 43, 47, 43, 43. So let me do one more. 43. Okay. Drops with RPM. I'm gonna do some top spin and side spin too, so you can see. Tell me the spin. Okay. So start now with the Q2. Oh yeah. It's actually pretty easy to drop with this paddle. The spin, yeah, the spin is pretty good. The spin is definitely there. I can see it coming off the ball. Man, it's pretty easy to drop with this. Yeah. How you liking the sweet spot on it? The sweet spot is pretty good. Oh yeah. I mean, now let me do some draws with the RPM V2. Let's start V2 out. Oh. I mean, both are pretty comparable. I don't see any difference. Now let's do the kitchen. For the control part of the game, we are doing dinks with Q2. All right. It's a little bit more poppy. That sound is ridiculous. It's just similar to Boomstick, dude. Similar to Boomstick. Yeah. This is a little bit more poppy for sure than Q2. I mean, Q2 is more poppy than V2. Ooh. That's going out. Yeah, no way. That was going in, bro. You think so? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. definitely with your short swing, it's coming off the paddle really fast. Oh yeah, I think this is way more poppy than it feels to me like Boomstick, dude. Boomstick. Okay, let's do with the. Okay, now I'm doing dinks with V2. I felt like you barely hit that sucker in the fruit. Oh yeah. That has obviously I think Q2 has a little bit more pop. I can feel that than V2. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do now sound testing of the RPM V2 Q2, and then I'll show how Q2 compares to Boomstick as well. So this is V2, feels like typical Gen 3, you know, like EULA 4, typical Gen 3 EULA 4. I feel like now this is Q2. Now you guys see how it compares to Boomstick. 100% same, identical to Boomstick, you know. So all right guys, we are back again. We did the on-field testing, Q2 versus V2, and these are our initial impressions. Let me go with the stats first. Q2 is in terms of specifications, these both are elongated, standard 16 and a half, 7.5, 5.5 inches length of uh, handle, and then 16 millimeter thickness. And this is a Gen 4 full foam paddle, designed by John Q, like we talked. Yeah. He's, if anyone don't know who John Q is, you can look up his YouTube channel. He's the paddle master. He does detailed reviews of all the paddles. He does extensive testing and all that. So when he partnered to make a paddle, that was kind of pretty exciting. Yeah, it's gonna be a good paddle. Yes, yes. And then V2, similar specifications, except that it's a Gen 3 paddle. So going into the core, we looked up. I may have to use my cheat sheet. I think this one is full foam core. So they call it a molded EPP foam core, which is your standard. All the foam paddles nowadays have the EPP foam, and with flex grooves. And the thing different here is they have TPE neck inserts. Basically, it's just some weights added at the neck to 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock position. And then they also have thermopolyurethane perimeter inserts. So overall, they tend to improve the stability, yeah, and also help with the balance. It improves the balance, stability, and firmness and sweet spot. So that's what they say. I mean, it's like in layman's term, it's got different foam. Yeah, and different types of foam, different areas of the paddle to give it the stability where they need it. Yeah, especially at the throat, on the side, at the top of the paddle. It's just not all foam, one piece all around. Exactly. So kind of a cool idea there. Going to my first impressions on Q2, I felt somehow, I mean, I've seen one of the video reviewers say the same thing, but not a lot of people. I feel like this is similar to Boomstick in many ways. 100%. The feel, the sweet spot, maybe less poppy, a touch less pop, but the control is there. Yeah. And as compared to Boomstick, and then the sweet spot is big. So other than having those MOI strips and less pop, it's very similar to Boomstick, and even the sound of it, is almost very identical. It's like a Boomstick without the weights on the side. Weights on the side, yeah. And pretty much, I mean, long story short, it is exactly like a Boomstick without the weights on the side. Yeah, exactly. And maybe a touchdown on the power and pop. That's about it. Now, when I compare Q2 to V2, like when we did our initial video review on V2, we mentioned that V2 has way more pop and power than EULA 5. Yeah, I Perseus. But this one has way more. So I think in terms of power, they both are identical. But in terms of pop, I think Q2 has way more pop. Yeah. Probably because of the trampoline effect coming off the foam, so it has way more pop. I felt spin was kind of similar in both the paddles. It's not much difference, at least to me. Now weight, both felt the same. Handle kind of felt the same. So very identical paddles with a little bit more power and pop is your Q2. Yeah. Both are priced exactly the same. So I think the idea of releasing a Gen 3 and Gen 4 exactly at the same time, same price is people still like some of the players, they like the Gen 3 feel of the paddle.
Yeah.
So I think that's where this
Kind of like a preference thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then, this is a foam paddle. Like I think they're trying to catch up to the foam craze in the market as well.
Yeah.
Now I've seen some reviews where they said Q2 it's a foam paddle but feels like Gen 3. I did not feel that way. But again, this is just preliminary impression. The only difference, what I would say, is in terms of warranty.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So this is a 1-year warranty, whereas this one is a limited lifetime warranty.
Yeah. So the Q2 has a limited lifetime warranty.
And I feel like this is also copied from Boomstick. So Selkirk Boomstick also has limited lifetime warranty. They call it limited lifetime because they only cover the manufacturer defects. So when you guys buy this paddle, make sure you register it with the company, even if you buy it from a distributor. So in that way, you get the warranty. It's a limited lifetime warranty. So that's it, guys. I mean, this is our preliminary first impressions on Q2 versus V2. Both are great paddles. It's kind of your preference, whether you want a Gen 3 paddle or you want to have a Gen 4 paddle with full foam. Both are really good. And if I have to say one thing about Q2, I feel like it's Selkirk Boomstick with a little bit less pop power, cheaper, $100.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I mean, sacrifice a little bit of power, but a better price tag.
Better price tag and better grit.
Yeah.
Which probably is going to be durable because, RPM Friction Pro.
Yeah, that's what they're known for.
The durability of the grit of RPM is, so where it stands for. So I think Q2 is like a carbon copy of Boomstick with less pop power, cheaper price. And this feels, that's it, guys. This is Siva and Don again, comparing, Q2 versus V2. Please let us know in our comments if you guys tried both the paddles before, what your thoughts are. And we always thank you for your support. Appreciate